What's up guys, Grensu here with another episode of Minecraft. But in today's episode, I'm gonna do a little tutorial for a mob farm. So here's one that I built whenever I was testing mine. And so when you get quite a few drops in here, or you get quite a few mobs, and then you just set some hoppers down and then all the items will go in there. And this one's not complete, like I kind of knocked these blocks out. But, I mean, get quite a few mobs, quite a few drops. And you get all the experience too. So let's go ahead and... you can build this whatever you want to build it out of. I just went with glass just so I could see that it was working. Okay, so we don't need that. Let's grab some glass. And we'll come over here. So let's go ahead and get this set up. And I'll use some stone. No, that's a monster egg. We'll just use some smooth stone. We'll need hoppers. And a chest. Alright, so we'll go ahead and do a couple blocks here. Put our chest there. And we'll set our hoppers into it. And then we'll just work. So when you're looking at the hoppers, you want to go 22 blocks high. So, let's see, I'll kind of get like this bottom layer going. Nope. Alright, so yep. When you're looking at the hopper, count this as your first block. So this will be your second, third, fourth, and just go up 22. So I'm going to go ahead and build this tube and I'll be right back. Alright, and we're back. So we got the tube 22 high. So now we will go up here, and on top of this, we will put another layer of whatever block you want. And then I do half slabs, but you could probably just do solid blocks like that, like full blocks. But then I'll go, or what you want to do is, so this one will count as 1 right here on the tube. So this will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We want to go 8 out because we're going to put a water source block right here. And so it'll flow just to the end of here without flowing over. And so when the mobs fall off of like the spawn floor, they'll fall into the water. The current will take them and then drop them down. So I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, so from right here, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You go ahead and build. So there's 1 here, 2, 3, 4. So you have like 4 wings coming off of it, and I'll be right back. Alright, and so once you've built the wings coming out, all I did right here is I just kind of went 1 up on the corners. And so, yeah, so you just want to build it up on the corners. And what I've found out, if you go up 2, so your floor will actually be, your spawn floor will be too high. Whoops. So it'll be like this, and we'll build it out. But so whenever they fall in, they won't be able to jump back out. But then from here, so this is the 8th one right here. See, so I just kind of wrap this around. You just get your water bucket and drop that here. So then it'll run and it'll end right there. So they'll be spawning up here, and then, you know, walking around doing whatever. And whenever they fall in, so it'll carry them down to here, and they'll fall down. So that's for the water. And then with this, I have built mob farms that only went up 1 high, but then they were jumping out. So I think this works better if you actually go 2 high. And so you'll just build a floor out like this. We'll bring this around. Yep, and so then you'll just fill in this whole floor. And you just do that on all 4 sides over here. And then I'll be right back when I get that finished. Alright, so now that we've built each of these floors, let's go ahead and fill in the water. Alright, so now with this, you'll only want it... So whenever you're doing your roof, you're only going to want 2 high, so you'll build these up. This will be the wall. So you only want this to be 2 high because you won't be able to get Enderman drops from this. Just because the water, the way this works is, you know, they're going to fall into the water, and since Enderman will, they'll spawn away whenever they hit water, so it won't work for them, so we don't want any to spawn in here. So you'll go 2 high because Enderman can only spawn in 3 high. And then you want half slabs on top of this wall, just so nothing will actually spawn on top, like on the roof level. And so that way you still get the 2 high, and then nothing will spawn on top of here. They'll all be spawning in here where you want them to. So all you do is just run, like I said, just 2 high walls across, if I can get it, there we go. And then just run half slabs across the entire thing. And yeah, make sure before you place your last one, make sure you put some torches down. Just so you're not in here whenever they're spawning. Because you wouldn't want all your hard work to get blown up by a creeper while you set the last block. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and run the walls across, and then I'll put the half slab on top of that for our ceiling, and then I'll be right back. Alright, so once you've gotten the ceiling on, another thing you want to do is get a bunch of trap doors and line them across here, then close them like that. And this will trick the AI to think it's like a solid floor, so they'll actually walk over here and drop in. Because if you have it like this, like I've had it both ways, so if you have it like this, they'll still wander over, but it's they'll usually come to the edge and just kind of hang out. Whereas if you have it like this, they'll actually just walk over the edge. So your your rates will be higher for getting all the, well, experience or whatever you're trying to get for like the mob items, mob drops. So we'll go ahead and just line all these. Alright. But I think you guys get the idea. So you'll just put this on all of them. And then if you're doing it in survival, this is the way I did it, is I had a way out, and I just had like a dirt pillar the whole way up. So you could knock out all your torches. Okay. Nope. Knock that one out, knock this one out, that one. And you just want to pillar your way up. And then you'll just come on down here. And then I do a bunch of torches around here on the bottom just so stuff won't spawn like this. Because this will actually get pretty dark down here. And then for this down here, let's see how I did it. Oops. So you kind of want it like this, so you can still get at their feet, but if you have it open like this and you come like real close, they can see you, like creepers can see you, and they'll explode and ruin the whole thing. you'll need this open up here and put a half slab. And then I like to cover that up and then do half slabs like this, so then you can still get them. Well, that one just fell to his death. But, okay, so we'll do this. And you can do it on the... Whoops. On 3 of the sides. Because the chest is here, I like to just keep this one closed. And you can still get it open if you have glass there. Or you could put half slabs. Fill that in. Alright, now you got yourself a mob farm and we're getting all the experience. Get out of here. And I'm pretty sure, so for these types of farms, depending on how high you build it, you might have to just stay here at this height so that they'll actually spawn up there. With this, it'll work better during the day because that'll actually be the only like viable spawn area for the mobs to actually spawn, because whenever it's night like this, they're actually going to spawn in all these dark areas. So then it lowers the rate of them actually spawning up there and falling down here, because they're just going to spawn like out here in the open. So for this, we'll just set it to day. Yeah, see, so they're starting to spawn out here instead of spawning up there. So this will work better during the day. So just, I guess you could set up a bed right here. One other thing to make this, like if you don't need a mob farm like right now, you could, I did some redstone. This is what I did. I'm sure there's other ways to do it. But so I had redstone torches going up and then up here. So I just cut open some areas and put some redstone lamps, ran some redstone wire, repeaters just to extend the signal to get all the way over here. And basically all this is doing is whenever I don't need this, say I don't want all these guys spawning right here, I don't need them, you can actually just flip the lever, which will invert all these redstone torches. It'll power the redstone and then turn all these lamps on. So then now it is actually lit up inside. Let's see if we can get in here. See, so it's actually lit up pretty well. And I mean, eventually they'll stop spawning here, but right now these ones are still hanging out. So that's another thing you could do. But that's going to do it for today's episode. I hope this tutorial helps you out. And if you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button and definitely subscribe for more videos. It really helps out the channel. You can also find me on Twitter and Facebook, and we hope to see you next time.